very much.
Hey!
The student has become the master.
This season, black and white's the new black.
Let's make it happen. Boots. Let's feel good.
At the Saucy Fish Company, we found another perfect combination, cooked and ready for you to enjoy. Visit the Saucy Fish Dock for more mealtime inspiration. Fish, minus the fuss.
Going out, Mum never put herself first. It was always about me. It's totally different since she started Weight Watchers. Shopping's about both of us now. It's so much more fun. And because we're finally doing more things together, it's made us really close.
I feel healthier and happier. And now there's Simple Start, so it's even easier to get going.
I do like a bit of telly on the side. And because there are so many of my channels on Sky Go, I could watch just about anything, just about anywhere. Like Sky One in the kitchen. Or Sky Atlantic in bed. Or Disney in the space station. Or Comedy Central in the bath. Or even somewhere out and about. Maybe not a whole show, imagine the wrinklage. The widest range of channels anywhere you like. Sky Go at no extra cost. Sky, believe in better.
It's just like looking for a needle in a haystack, searching for a moonbeam in the blue. Still I've got to find you. It's just like looking for a needle in a haystack. Still I'll follow every little clue, for I've got to find you.
For long-term love, an older partner, or a casual encounter, go to adults.co.uk. Adults.co.uk. Dating for everyone.
People think Californians are just a bunch of dreamers.
With our heads in the clouds.
Like a bunch of space cadets.
Huh? What?
I've drawn a blank. What's my line?
Maybe we do live in a fantasy.
A little bit out there.
Maybe.
But just a bunch of dreamers? No way!
We're just like everyone else.
We put our board shorts on, one leg at a time.
Start dreaming big at visitcalifornia.co.uk.
At Oak Furniture Land, we've gone soft. Our new made-to-match range of sofas is designed to look great with our solid hardwood furniture and now has up to 50% off. This Anya sofa is reduced to just $5.99. Or there's the Elliot, also only $5.99. Oak Furniture Land. Quality at a price you can't knock.
Get extra in the Bath Store sale. Extra design and inspiration. Extra quality and expert fitting too. Plus an extra 10% off. Don't miss out.
The January sale is now on, with half price on Chit Chat. The Cooperative.
Based on the incredible true story. Not just the best film of the year, but one of the best films ever made. Unforgettable. 12 Years a Slave, in cinemas January 10th.
You just gotta keep living, man. You and me together, we would own. That's what everybody in this car needs, is some good old worthwhile visceral experience. I think it'll be fun. Yes.
Films for Fun starts tomorrow at 9 on Film 4.
Now on Film 4, director Steve McQueen and leading actor Chiwetel Ejiofor talk about bringing a little-known memoir to the screen. The period drama, 12 Years a Slave.
I was born a free man, lived with my family in New York till the day I was deceived.
To Solomon.
Kidnapped, sold into slavery.
I will survive. I will not fall into despair. I will keep myself hardy till freedom is opportune.
The condition of your laborers, it's all wrong.
They're my property.
You say that with pride.
I say it as fact.
Speak!
Man does how he pleases with his property.
You come here.
I say come here!
I was a free man.
not a slave.
Being in Louisiana in those plantations was strange, just because these were the locations that narrative actually happened. You know, the trees are just this sort of contorted limbs, twisted, sort of draped Spanish moss, sort of, you know, blowing in the wind. It's very fairy tale-like. And this landscape is the location of many horrible things which are witnessed by those trees and those houses. I mean, you know, we were working in actual plantations. And that sort of raised everyone's game. I mean, the actors being in that location where things actually occurred was very inspiring. It was like dancing with ghosts.
Who were your master?
Master named a Freeman.
Was he a learned man?
I suppose so.
He learned you to read?
A word here or there. But I've no understanding of the written text.
Don't trouble yourself with it. Same as the rest, Master brought you here to work, that's all. Any more, I'll earn you 100 lashes.
So I was tussling with developing the script. And my wife said to me, why don't you look into true accounts of slavery? And then I thought to myself, of course, and she being a historian, and we both did our research, and she came up with this book called 12 Years a Slave. And it was kind of weird. It was strange, because when I opened the pages of the book, each turn of the page was a revelation in a way. And when I shut the book, I was kind of annoyed and angry at myself because I didn't know the book. But then I found out that no one else knew the book neither. So that became my passion to make this book into a film.
It was a very clear tale of a person's struggle with first of all a kind of battle for their freedom, and then a battle to maintain their own mind. And I thought it was a genuinely beautifully written book. And I understood that actually I didn't have to worry about any of the rest of it. All I had to be concerned about or think about was connecting to this man, this really, I think, very remarkable individual.
I had a situation here where I had my idea and I had a book that completely matched it, but had all the detail, all the sort of minute, microscopic sort of descriptions of what slavery was, and done in such a nuanced way, with such a humanity that it was just overwhelming, overpowering.
Days ago, I was with my family, in my home. Now you tell me all is lost. Tell no one who I am. That's the way to survive. Well, I don't want to survive. I want to live.
When you have the script and you go to location, you throw it away because everything's different to how you were writing it in, you know, Amsterdam and New York. I mean, it's become a situation where it becomes a thing where it allows you to get the money to make the movie, but then you've got to sort of almost rewrite it again because you're actually in the actual location. Things change, things alter.
Our first day was, you know, 108 degrees, you know, Fahrenheit outside, and a cotton plantation with high humidity and an impossible, you know, it was actually just sort of impossible to think about anything in terms of, you know, well, how was I planning to do the character at this point? You know, you're kind of battling the elements, but you're so deep down, in a way, you're so deep down the rabbit hole by that point, you know, that you can just, you hopefully can just express the character and what you felt about the character and what you saw in the character.
They're worse than cattle, and they're treated worse than cattle, and that's what they were. I mean, they weren't even regarded as human beings. So you could look at sort of the industrial sort of you know, mechanism of slavery. I mean, in the background, in all the scenes, you're looking at cotton, you're looking at cane, and you're looking at timber. That's what slavery was about. You know, free labor, money, you know, economics. It's a thing that built America.
I thought I told you to commence to putting on clappers.
Yes, Master, I'm about it. These have all been replaced.
Well, didn't I tell you to get a keg of nails?
And so I did.
So you did. God damn you, I thought you knowed something.
I did as instructed. If there's something wrong, it's wrong with the instruction.
Churchill had become Solomon Northup. He had become, at that time, a sphere where wherever he rolled, whatever he did was correct. And that's what you want from an actor after a while. them to let go of your hand, of course, and walk. And that's what he did. And he by that time, he was in it. So whatever he did was correct. And just by pointing a camera at him for like an hour, a minute and a half, or however ever it is, you get everything. It was amazing.
My back is thick with scars for protesting my freedom. Do not accuse me.
I accuse you of nothing.
One of the great things I think about having a filmmaker that you can completely rely on to capture everything and to see everything is that you don't have to raise that question, are you going to come around from there? Because actually I was doing really something that was, that he's kind of completely aware of all of those elements, and you just, you're free to just get on with what you're trying to do.
What'd you just now tell her? What'd you say to Bets? No words were spoken, none of consequence? You're a liar. You damn liar. I saw you talking with her. Tell me. Can I speak of what did not occur?
It was a great advantage to me to be able to see how Michael and Steve kind of worked together. And wanting to sort of keep a distance from that initially, actually, and just kind of sort of, I think, understand their language and where I was the same and where I was different. I think for Steve as well, it was useful for him to be with Michael in the beginning, and with the knowledge that, myself and him would be going on this different journey with the film ultimately.
Stay away from Pat's boys.
That's right.
I have a little bit of sympathy for Fabs. I mean, he does horrible, vile, and disgusting things, but he's still a human being. And I think that's what's very important. That's what I mean by not judging to some extent. But at the same time, he's a vile person, but one has to understand why. How is he made up? Why is he like that? It's very important to find out, and to grapple with that, because as much as we want to call him a devil or a monster, he's not. He's a human being, and unless you can understand why people do things, we just go around in a circle. So it's very important for me to understand where this guy's coming from. I mean, for example, he's in love with Patsy, but of course she's not in love with him. She hates him. But he doesn't understand why he, as a slave owner, is in love with this slave. He doesn't understand it, and he tries to destroy his love for her through, just trying to by destroying her.
500 pounds of cotton, day in, day out, more than any man here, and for that I will be clean. That's all I ask.
What happens behind the camera has to be as important as what happens in front of the camera, for me. And that's how you get the performance, that's how you get the family, that's how you get the unit. People are sensitive. They understand, they smell what's going on. If they seem to feel that they're in an environment which is just a job, well then, well, I'll just do that much, I won't do that much, I'll just do that much. We're filmmakers trying to make something which we feel could have some power, could have some importance. And once you've got that environment, then, sky's the limit. Things happen, magic happens. It's like having, bashing two stones together and making fire. Stuff happens. And, you just hope you got a camera rolling when it does. That's all.
Dr. Sanders, how does it feel to be responsible for the life of the President of the United States?
It's the most important thing in the world.
You ready? Let's do it.
Why are you doing this?
Don't think of it as killing the president. Think of it as saving your family.
The brand new U.S. thriller, Hostages, Saturday at 9 on 4.
Tomorrow at 7:10, a tale of adolescent espionage, introducing Alex Ryder, Stormbreaker. At 9, Molly Ringwald's family have forgotten her birthday, and the boy she likes doesn't know she exists. Comedy with 16 Candles. Then at 5 to 11, a trip to the Pencil Museum for one couple who get a little sidetracked along the way. The darkly comic Sightseers. A good mechanic is hard to find, and I'd be even more worried if this particular one comes to find you. Jason Statham stars as the elite assassin who takes on an apprentice. There's sex, brutal violence and strong language in The Mechanic.
Take 1. Take 2. Take 3. situación en la piscina. Venga, ya.